Well, hello everyone. August 26th, another beautiful day in the Philippines where I can get to enjoy everything that this country has to offer. And red day for crypto. Well, actually 3 days, 3 red days for crypto. So we're going to go through what's going on and then talk about how the bots are doing. So to begin with, Bitcoin has been doing Bitcoin things for the past 3 days. It went down a lot, let's be honest. Went down 7%. Well, 665. It's considered a lot nowadays. Past years, 6% correction was nothing. But yeah, everything began with whale dumping almost $4 billion in Bitcoin, and that was this huge dump these days. And today we keep looking for a bottom. As you can see, we have a demand zone here. So I do think that we can go as low as 107.5, more or less. All right. If we take a look at the seasonality of the post halving years, that was 2017, 2021, we can see that July and August were green months. Also in 2021, they were green months. And so far in August of this year, we're going red. If we see the month of September in 2027, September was red, 2021, it was red. So if we get a red August, it is possible that September will be green, also considering that the rate cuts will finally come if Jerome Powell does what he said he was going to do. So maybe we just switch a green August for a red one, and then instead of getting a red September, we'll get a green one. If we take a look at the feed and greed, right now is a neutral at 50, and also in From Finder, it's balanced. Usually the price turns around when we go into panic. So probably 2 or 3 more days of price going down before we bounce. If we take a look at the liquidations in the last 24 hours, just $1 billion liquidated of people trading with leverage. It is a good sign to get almost 1 billion liquidations every 24 hours because that cleans the market and allows us to start again. So to find a bounce, it is good to have 2 or 3 days of 1 billion liquidations, especially if we get like almost 1 billion in longs. That means the market will bounce to the upside. But again, we need maybe 1, 2 more days of longs getting liquidated. If we see where the money is at the moment, liquidations, there is 185 million at 108,532. So we can still go a little bit lower. As I said, maybe 107.5. And then we will go, market makers will make the price go up to liquidate all the people that is on the top. And right now we can see that the highest one is at 113,000. There's also a little bit more at 114,000. So if we see the liquidation map this way, at the bottom, we have nothing in yellow, but here, this is actually in 2 weeks. We have a lot of money placed at 119,000, 120. So probably the market will bounce and will go get all these guys and get their money and liquidate them. All right. I don't know if it will be this week or it will be next week, but we're definitely coming back up. So if we take a look at the CVD ratio, CVD is the amount of people going long and the amount of people going short, and who is winning. The CVD is going down and the price is going down. If the CVD was going down and the price was going up, that would be a bullish indication. We can always change this for, let me change for the hourly. And we can take a look at how it looks. And yeah, it's at par, is basically doing the same. The moment we get a divergence in low time frames, we will know if it's a good moment for an entrance. What else do we have? The daily exchange volume, that's the amount of people that are trading. We want this to go up to help the price go higher of Bitcoin. We are far away from the big moments of November of last year where prices went, I wouldn't say parabolic, but pretty high. But we're certainly in the good direction. So we're getting higher highs and, well, actually equal highs, but higher lows. This low and this low. So let's hope that this moves a little bit higher in the next days. If we take a look at the short-term holder NVRV ratio, basically this is the amount of people that have been holding Bitcoin for less than 155 days. Up here you have the price of Bitcoin, and this is the amount of short-term holders. If you check every time this graph touches this dotted orange line, we find the peak. So you have a peak here, a peak here. It's touching here, we find a local top. Here, a small local top. Here, a top. Up here, that was 2020, 2021. That was the big top. So are we at the end of the bull market? No, we still have way to go before we find the top. So we're in the middle of a correction, and we shouldn't be worried very much about the price. Also, are we in altcoin season? No, we're not. Okay, and it says it's not altcoin season. So if you are trading with alts and not the big ones, BTC and ETH, we still have also way to go to see our coins do the 5x and 10x that we all love. The CBBI, this basically what it tells us is, are we at the peak of the market? And it's at 77. If we check the graph, every time that it went higher than 80 and especially higher than 90, it's when the market ends. And so far, we are far away. So we still have way to go before finding the top of this market. So another thing that I wanted to show you is, if we go to the weekly, remember when before I show you this, the seasonality, you can see that September of 2021, that was year post halving, we had what was it, 20 something? Yeah. We had a 25.22 correction. And if we go to the prior cycle, post halving year, that is September of 2017, we had, that was a pretty big one actually. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was a 40% correction. So right now, at the moment, if we take a look at the correction that we are having from the peak to where we are, we're at 12% correction. The corrections are getting smaller because there's more money in Bitcoin. So I don't think this is going to go much lower, to be honest. But then we'll see. So now we're going to talk about the bots that I'm using and the ones that are allowing me to enjoy the life in Philippines. First, if you want to operate with the bots, make an account on Pionex. Use the link on the description. So you will have a 3% rebate on all your transactions fees forever. I mean, if you don't use the link, you can always use your Gmail account. It's a non KYC centralized exchange. You can open it without my link, and that's it. But if you use my link, you're going to get a 3% discount on your rebate, actually, on your transaction fees. And trust me, if you're going to be using bots, you're going to be doing hundreds of transactions, if not thousands of transactions a week. So a 3% rebate forever, I think is a good deal for you guys. So how are the bots doing? The bots are in red because those last 3 days, as I said, they were bearish. So we're losing at 7.28% on the cash bots and an 8.24% on the coins, the ones that give the profit in coins and not in USDT. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you have a market correction. the bot is going to go in red. But the good thing is, always remember that whatever is in here on the grid profit, that's for you to keep. All right. And even that the bots are in red, they are buying. Every time the price goes low, the bot is buying. And the moment the price goes up again, the bot will be selling without you having to worry. So if you chose good price range and the price goes low and you have a red, it doesn't matter. It's still on your range. You're going to keep trading. The bot is going to keep doing trades and you're going to keep making profit on the grid. And this, which is the value of your position, yeah, maybe in red, but the moment the price comes back, as long as we stay on a bull market, this loss, it's going to turn into green, and a big green, because every time we buy lower than our entrance, we're getting positions down there that they're going to get revalued the moment the price goes up. So bot trading is a game of patience. You can time the perfect entrance and always be in green, okay. But even if the price goes against you, you just have to be patient for a few more days for the price to come back and turn this into a very nice green. On the meantime, let's get those great profits going. As you can see, in a 3 days and 9 hours, that's a 1.72% profit. And this one is 164 profit. Bitcoin is the one that moves the least. So it has not as much volatility as the rest of the altcoins. So that's why it's only giving me a 0.77. But hey, I want more Bitcoin, and that's the way to get it. And if we check the cash positions, these ones are a little bit higher. Ethereum is giving me a 254 in 3 days and 9 hours. And SUI is giving me a 223 in 3 days and 9 hours. As I said, this profit is for me. No matter how low the price goes, I am keeping this. But for now, if I close the position, obviously I will be in a loss. But I just have to wait a few more days for the price to go up and turn this into a nice green. And this will be even higher, because the moment it goes up, it will be selling and selling and selling, and my great profit will go through the roof. So yeah, let's enjoy the pain for a few more days while we find a bottom, and then hopefully we'll get a V recovery. As I said, we are not at the end of the market. We still have time to go to make new all-time highs and find the end of the bull market. So until then, let's let the bots making a nice great profit. And at the moment they turn red, and I think we find a new local top, close the bots, and probably open short bots the next time. So yeah, that was the update. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm gonna go to the beach now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.